where I was actually talking about stopping the leaking pockets or leaking wallet, I said that I was going to continue with the 60-20-20 rule. And I know if you go on YouTube, you will find it in a lot of places. And the choice is yours on on how you're going to take it when I present it to you. I'm just saying it to you the way I have seen it work in my life and in the lives of people that I'm actually teaching this theory. I'm a teacher by profession, and yeah, let's get to the grind. And I'm a practical teacher, by the way. Let's get to the grind. Let's talk about this 60-20-20 rule. Why am I talking about it today? I'm talking about it today because I actually want to teach you how you can stop the leaking pockets, leaking wallet, and also the leaking bank account. I'll say what I said in the video before. A lot of us get money on our bank accounts in our hands, but in 20 minutes, in 20 days, in 2 weeks, the money has just vanished. We don't even know where it's gone to. Accountability, we go like, ah. Responsibility, we go like, it's like things just happen. No, things don't just happen. Things actually do happen because you cause them to happen. Now, how can you cause them to actually work to your advantage? This is what we are going to talk about today. I want to teach you how you're going to keep this money using a formula that is out there that you can research on your own, but I'm going to teach you how I think it could go easy for anyone. So the practical way of looking at it is in this way. If you have 100% money, I hope you can see that. It's not very visible. I'm really sorry. But if you have 100% money, let's say you have $1,000, 60%, keep it for your necessities. By necessities, I am talking about food, transport. We are talking about fuel. We are talking about school fees for your children and all those things that are necessary. Those you cannot go around them. You will have to do them for your life to actually go in that flow of circulation that we call life. So necessities, put them at 60%. For now, we are going to talk about this. I'll show you how you can turn this whole picture upside down. Then get your 20%. The next one, you pay yourself. Actually, I would advise that you start with the 20. You pay yourself whatever amount you get. If you get $1,000 US dollars or 1,000 of whatever money, get the first 200. Put it in a savings account. What I mean by putting it in a savings account, I mean when you put it in a normal current account, it does not accrue any interest. But if you put it in a savings account, be sure that you talk to your bank that you want it to be accruing interest. And whatever happens, it will accrue some interest. Depends on where you are. Shouts out to Jovayo. Hello, good morning. Shelly, hello. You get this 20%. It's money you give to your future self. You have to understand this because tomorrow you're going to go back to this money and it's going to be running for you. So this is like putting wheels on a car that you're building. Understand me from that point. Put this 20% in a savings account, then it will start accruing interest. At some point, this money, when it has grown, you can put it in bonds, you can put it in any investment account after you have done your thorough research on what you want to do. Don't just jump into an investment you don't understand. People will tell you, Tesla has gone up, this has gone up, this has gone up, oh, let me do this. No, you're too late. Always buy things or invest into stocks when they are at the lowest. Because if you buy at the highest, maybe that's the time they're going to tip down. So that is stupidity, actually. So we have to avoid being stupid at all costs. Always do things at the time when things are lower. Buy things when they are low so you can sell high. That's how you make profit. Think about it. So you put in a savings account. After maybe 6 months, turn that savings account into what we call an investment account. It can be bonds. It can be a fund account of some kind. It can be, I don't know how you use, what you use in America, but I'm talking from what I know in Zambia and what I know here in Denmark. When you have done that, leave that money alone until you age. So listen, 20%, you can actually leave at 20% for a very long time. It's not money that you're going to need, because this is usually the money that you spend on your friends. When they come, you go and buy them alcohol, you buy your friends clothes for their birthdays and what, like they don't have money themselves. Spoiling people for nothing, literally on your own account. Be fair to yourself. Think about your future self, because tomorrow the same people who are taking money from you, they are saving their 20%. Meanwhile, you are giving them your 20%. Be wise. Open your eyes and open your mind. When you've done that, then if you think, okay, no, I don't want to invest because maybe I'm scared of stocks, this is what you can do. Make an option to say you put it in a savings account, let it accrue interest maybe for 1 year. Then after 1 year, you can buy some land. You can do real estate from that land. You can do farming. Look at things that will never get out of fashion. Real estate will never get out of fashion until maybe we start flying houses, because we are trying to run away from our earth. Food, it will never run out, because we'll always need food as human beings. So if you go into farming, you go into real estate, you can never go wrong. That's what I think, and that's what a lot of investment has seen. And also, if you go into medicine, that you can never go wrong either. So this 20% will actually open up a whole Pandora avenue, which you never expected you were going to see. This is your 20% for your future. A $200 every month is going to make a whole big difference for you in the next 10 years. So we leave that one there. Let's come to the last one. This one can be a bit of a chase, because some people are religious, some people are not. Depends on where you're coming from. But this is my standpoint. When you have the last 20%, this one, in my case, I'm Christian and I practice following Christ. I'm not religious. I practice following Christ. And according to my belief as a Christian, 10% of whatever I earn has to be given to the church. So I do my tithe. I do a 10%. If you don't believe in this, you can do charity. Listen, if you can give something freely to someone without thinking about it, or without thinking that you've lost something, trust me, the joy that you feel, you cannot even explain it. You can never explain the joy you feel when you give something freely to someone without thinking about it. So if you're not going to go into tithing because you think the churches are stealing, whatever, that's their drama, but at least help someone. Give that 10% to some charity organization, or give to someone whom you think, okay, this one is suffering, I need to help them. Feel the person who is above another person. It always gives that, oh, I actually helped somebody to come to the level where probably I am. Then the other 10%, I always say, at least have something for fun, because there's no way that you can be toiling and always thinking the future, the future, the future. The future is a concept. We don't even know if I'll die tomorrow or not. But it would be good that if I don't die tomorrow, I'm actually ready for my tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. But still, let's have fun. Let's have today for today. So if you have this 10%, if maybe you've got children like I do, take them to the fun park, let them live life, do this and that. There, you are actually also you're putting impressions in your head to say, we're not poor after all. We can live this life, but avoid living the Instagram life. So this 10% that you have is for you and your children. And this one, you can turn it into something. If maybe you have somebody who says, let me take you out for this adventure. Okay, so that 10% you are supposed to use, take it into something else. Invest it. Put it as part of your 20%. Then now it becomes 30. You can join these two. Literally marry them. If that month somebody says, let me take you out, don't just take this money and keep it somewhere. Keep it here. Marry these two. That is what I would do. And when I have married these two, that means I have actually said I have a 30%, if you look at it in this way. Instead of just having the 10% here, the 20%, I have also the 10%, which was supposed to be for fun because somebody actually helped me. So what am I talking about? This 60-20-20 rule, it will work if you're going to follow it. If you do it 1 month, 2 months, I'm just telling you, it won't show a difference. Do it for 1 year. Just try. Go into your bank account right now when we finish this video. Make a savings account, one, for the 20% for savings. Make another account, two, for the other savings, where you'll be taking out money to give to people, and the other one for your fun. And of course, your current account, leave it there because you need it for the needy, for the needs and whatever. And don't forget also, if at one time another person surprises you, that's 20%, you can always take it for insurance. You understand? The extra insurance may be on your stocks. Maybe you can put insurance on your real estate. Maybe you can put insurance on your farm. Insurance is also a very important thing that we should consider, because you never know what happens. Insurance is a small amount, but when actually a bad thing happens, I know it for myself. When my car broke down, I had to pay so much money. But thank God I had an insurance company. So they took literally over six, two-thirds of what I had to pay. Imagine if I didn't have that insurance. I was literally going to go like, oh, okay, now I have to take all the money or some of the money from the savings account to fix this car. Sometimes when you live in a country here in the Scandinavia, you'll be thinking it's broad day robbery, how much we pay for things. It's very expensive. So need to say, get that insurance for whatever you have, because you're going to need it in one way. Oh, you from Sweden, Elsa, you totally understand what I mean. So anyway, be very responsible and be consistent. If you stay consistent on saving every month, even just for 1 year, I can also tell you what can happen. If you are from Zambia, and let's say you put this 20% every month in your, thank you for the love, if you put your 20% every month in your bonds, what will happen is that if you put just for 6 months, every month, because what happens in Zambia, if you put in bonds, after 6 months, they give you a percentage, 20% or whatever interest has been on the stock that you invested in. When that happens, it means every 6 months, you will have 10% coming into your bank account that you can actually turn into your necessities. Then all the money for your necessities, you can go eventually turn this into your investment account. Then you flip from having this 20 for investment, you use this now because your own investment is giving you money. You're going to flip. Then this one will now become what you'll be saving, and this will be what you'll be living on, because the bonds and everything that you invested in is giving you money. So think about it. If this was not clear, I'll explain it in the next video. I have to catch your attention anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Lydia, your girl, talking about the 60-20-20 rule. I'll just recap on what it says. The 60 is actually for your necessities, everything that you need in your home, for your children and for whatever. And I'm not talking about unnecessary things like clothes that you need because of fashion. Food, transport, maybe fuel. We are talking about books. Number 2, the 20% is for investment. Put it in a savings account. Why? Because it's going to accrue interest. And that is going to be your bouncing up to the next level. Number 3, the other 20%, you divide it into 2. A 10% for tithing or for charity. The other 10% is for fun for you and your children. And if at some point somebody spoils you, use the 10% maybe to make an insurance around your investment, or use this 10% to actually bring to your 20% where you are actually going to invest. So that's the 60-20-20 rule. And this can turn around if you actually think it right. If you invest more now, then later on, your 60 will become what you use for your investment, and the 40 will be something else that you use. So this is Lydia, your girl, and I wanted to do a recap. I actually even have a guest coming in right now. So we'll talk later. Enjoy yourselves, and I hope you can see this video again. Take notes like I do, and then go through them. Practice 1 year, you will tell me your life will change. So this is Lydia, your girl. Be fruitful and be great, and take care of yourselves. Love you, and have a lovely, lovely week and weekend. Bye for now.